Welcome to English with Stories. I'm so happy you're here. This channel is for English learners who want to get better step by step. Here, you can enjoy real stories and learn useful English at the same time. Today's video is about a very famous Japanese writer. His name is Yukio Mishima. He was not only a writer, but also an actor, a director, and a political thinker. His life was full of beauty, art, and strong ideas. But his end was shocking to many people. In this video, you will learn about his life, his work, and why he is still important today. Are you ready? Let's get started. Chapter 1: His Early Life and Education. Yukio Mishima was born in 1925 in Tokyo. He grew up in a strict and quiet home. His grandmother was very traditional and kept him inside most of the time. Because of this, he spent many hours alone with books. He read many classic stories and started to write his own when he was still a child. He loved stories about bravery, honor, and beauty. One of his favorite books was The Tale of the Hika, a famous Japanese story about warriors. These early readings influenced his ideas about life and death. Mishima was a smart and quiet boy. He studied hard and was one of the top students in his class. His teachers saw his special talent for writing. When he was just 12 years old, he wrote a short story that amazed his teachers. They sent it to a magazine, and it was published. This made him very proud. During World War II, young men in Japan were expected to fight. Mishima was ready to join the army, but he became sick with a cold during the health check. Because of that, he was not accepted. Some people think he was happy to stay safe. Others believe he felt deep shame for not being able to serve his country. This experience stayed in his heart and became part of his writing later. Chapter 2: Becoming a Writer. After the war, Japan changed very quickly. The country became more modern and Western. Mishima started writing full-time. His first big novel was Confessions of a Mask, which came out in 1949. This book told the story of a young man who hides his feelings and identity from the world. The story was very personal, and many people felt connected to it. It made Mishima famous overnight. Over the years, he wrote many novels, plays, and short stories. Some of his most famous works include The Temple of the Golden Pavilion, The Sound of Waves, and the four-book series The Sea of Fertility. His writing style was very detailed and poetic. He described scenes with beautiful and powerful words. He wrote about love, death, beauty, and the spirit of Japan. He often mixed traditional Japanese values with modern life. Many of his stories included deep thoughts about what it means to live and die with honor. Mishima was also very interested in his body. He believed that a strong mind needed a strong body. He began weight training and learned kendo, a Japanese sword fighting sport. He posed for many photos to show his strong body. He said that beauty was not only in words, but also in action. He became a celebrity in Japan and abroad. He acted in films, gave interviews, and traveled to Europe and America. In 1960, he was even nominated for the Nobel Prize in Literature. Many people believed he could win, but the prize went to another writer. Chapter 3: His Beliefs in Public Life. In the 1960s, Mishima became more active in politics. He felt that Japan was forgetting its old values. He thought people cared too much about money and comfort, and not enough about honor and tradition. He believed the emperor should have more power again. To promote his beliefs, he started a group called the Tatenokai, or Shield Society, in 1968. It was a small private army made up of young university students. They wore military uniforms and trained with real soldiers. They learned martial arts, history, and old samurai values. Mishima used this group to teach discipline and pride. He wanted the young members to love Japan and be ready to protect it. He gave many speeches and wrote essays about the need for spiritual strength in modern life. At the same time, he was still writing. He worked on a long novel series called The Sea of Fertility. This series had 4 parts and took almost 10 years to complete. Each book told a different story, but together they showed his deep thoughts on life, death, and rebirth. He planned to finish the last book just before his final act. Chapter 4: His Final Act and Legacy. On November 25, 1970, Yukio Mishima went to a military base in Tokyo with 4 members of the Tatenokai. They entered the office of a high-ranking officer and tied him up. Then Mishima stepped out onto the balcony and gave a speech to the soldiers gathered below. He asked them to rise up and return power to the emperor. But the soldiers did not agree. They laughed and shouted. Mishima went back inside, disappointed. He then performed seppuku, a traditional samurai form of suicide. One of his followers helped by cutting off his head, as was the custom. This act shocked the nation and the world. Some people thought he was brave. Others said he was crazy. Many did not understand why he chose such a dramatic end. After his death, people read his books again. They looked for answers in his stories and essays. Scholars debated his ideas. Was he a hero? Was he lost in a dream of the past? Was he trying to wake up Japan? Today, Yukio Mishima is still a powerful figure in Japanese culture. His books are read in schools and by fans around the world. His life story has been told in documentaries, films, and plays. People continue to be fascinated by his art and his beliefs. His final message may be hard to understand, but his love for Japan and his desire for beauty and honor are clear. His words, full of emotion and thought, live on. Conclusion. Yukio Mishima was a man of strong mind and strong heart. He believed in beauty, tradition, and honor. He showed the world his thoughts through his stories and actions. His life was short, but his influence is long. We can learn from his passion and from the deep questions he asked in his books. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you learned something new about Yukio Mishima and also practiced your English. See you next time.